Hello everybody. Hopefully my microphone is on. Hopefully you guys can hear me and it doesn't sound incredibly loud. Sorry for literally touching the microphone in that moment. We are here a little bit earlier today. So hello Jerry, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. We'll see how many of you guys are able to make it, as I normally go live later. Happy Capricorn full moon. Let's just hop into what is happening with this energy. I am a Aries rising with a Aries moon and a Capricorn sun, and I have like 5 planets in Capricorn. So I definitely have been feeling this energy, really rethinking things and feeling frustrated and feeling stuck in a certain way, but really rethinking like what to do here on YouTube. To be transparent, I feel like my channel has hit a plateau, and I feel like you guys might feel a little bit tired of seeing the same type of video with just different themes. So I've really been contemplating, and actually today I just shot a new style of video, and I'm nervous about it. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if you guys like it. I do think I need to try it a few more times before like throwing the towel in on it. So we'll see. My goal is to get it up for you by Wednesday. And yeah, we'll just see. We'll see what you guys think about it. So I'm definitely here in this rethink era, reevaluate, but let me explain to you more about what's happening with this energy so this all makes sense to you, because I feel like right now I'm rambling and it might not make any sense. So today's full moon in Capricorn, it brings a grounding type of energy, and it's pulling us out of illusion and into reality. And you may find yourself in an emotional crossroads. You might be feeling uncertain about your next steps or questioning the direction that you are headed. That is the energy right now. And Capricorn often encourages logic, structure, and responsibility. The moon doesn't naturally feel at home in Capricorn. So this could be giving us like a sense of emotional heaviness, impatience, self-criticism, or even a tendency to dismiss what we're really feeling. I feel like with Capricorn in general, we might not always acknowledge what we're really feeling. So this full moon is slowing us down and having us honestly acknowledge our emotions instead of what we've been avoiding or pushing them to the side in the name of productivity in a way. Like this is really about tuning in to our emotions, our emotional pulse. And what else is happening with this? So this moon illuminates, I think I said that right the first time, areas connected to your career, your family, responsibilities, and long-term goals, and the foundations that you've built your life upon. So you really might be gaining clarity around what is no longer sustainable, what type of foundations you would like to strengthen. Just really reevaluating, honestly, and becoming clearer on what is meant for you and what makes sense. The other thing is you're probably going to see what you've outgrown, what feels misaligned, what is blocking your next level of growth. And the tension present under this full moon isn't here to punish you. It's here to motivate you to create a meaningful change, helping you make decisions, establish boundaries, take responsibility for creating the future you desire. That is this energy. The other thing about today, so astrologers are going to explain this to you way better. I'm here to try to put what's happening in astrology into plain English terms so you can understand why you might be feeling how you're feeling, because the energy does impact us. But today, Mercury went into retrograde in the sign of Cancer, and it is a powerful time for reflection, revisiting old memories, emotions, and patterns, and noticing the wisdom that they have to offer, right? Whatever is coming up, allowing yourself to process and work through that feeling rather than reacting to it or anything that like you're becoming curious about it. You're letting the feeling do what the feeling needs to do, which in my opinion, it's literally for you to feel it, right? Like feelings aren't the end all be all. They're not facts. They're literally a feeling in a moment of time. So allow the feeling to come up and to be processed. When we don't process our feelings, that's when we start to experience other things. When I say other things, like I normally get physical ailments when I don't allow myself to experience my emotions. I feel like that tends to be the case for a good amount of people, but I don't want to say everybody. But keeping our feelings inside and bottled up, it does not help our mental space, our physical body. So this is that time to really just allow the feelings to come and flow. And with this full moon too, in general, like this is really a great time to connect with your intuition and your spirit guides and your inner wisdom. So just know that. The other call out I want to make about today in particular, and so astrologers are really talking about how July is a pretty significant month for 2026. The other thing happening with today, Jupiter is moving into Leo. So like I believe it's still in Cancer at this moment, but it's moving into Leo. And Jupiter moving into that sign, it's really a question of like what was going on for you back in 2014. What were you experiencing? What growth was happening for you? So it's a big deal, Jupiter moving into Leo and Mercury being retrograde, and we have the Capricorn full moon. Like the energy is definitely here. It's a lot of air, it's a lot of fire. It might not feel very grounded. It might feel like up here, like literally in our mind. So just know that and allow yourself to really take the time to ground your energy with this full moon. And then the only other thing I want to call out with this is this full moon is asking you to honor how far you've come. So it's about looking back at everything you've built since the beginning of the year, since the new moon in January in Capricorn. And with full moons, a lot of times we do celebrate. So celebrating your resilience, releasing the pressure to have everything figured out, giving yourself permission to pivot where you need to. We're moving through a significant period of growth and evolution, and this moon supports shedding the outdated programming, expectations, responsibilities, and just letting something truly authentic emerge. Being in our authenticity is like the best we can be. Also realizing my internet may not be very good, so I'm sorry if this is choppy. So yeah, I just gave you guys a lot of info about this full moon, but that's really what's happening, summarizing it up. So like it is about reevaluating, releasing, but you might also be feeling tension and just really be thinking about what you want to do next, what direction you want to go to. I do have questions for you in the description, journal prompts, and I do really invite you to use them to help you explore more as to what is happening with yourself and this energy. Tonight, we're gonna do some Reiki healing, ground ourselves, like really ground ourselves. I'm gonna have us do a quick, it's a practice I do myself. I actually did it this morning right when I woke up. So we're gonna start off with that. And yeah, let me see what's happening in the chat. From Freddie. Hello, beautiful princess. How are you? Greetings from Colombia. Bless. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So happy to have you here. So yeah. Let me know if you guys have any other questions. Also, my microphone, I'm looking at it. It might die during this. Hopefully it doesn't. And if it does, then we're just gonna keep moving, and the audio might be a little bit different, not as good quality, and I'll apologize. Fingers crossed we'll make it through. The other call out I do want to just share with you all, because I don't want to talk a ton after I send you Reiki. I want you to be able to just be in that energy space of the Reiki healing. So I've mentioned this before. I will continue to mention it again because I am anticipating when the day is going to happen. I know my storage unit is going to increase its rates probably within the next 1 or 2 months. And I'm looking to get everything out. So I am no longer making candles. My energy clearing sprays are completely sold out. My t-shirts are pretty much done. I've sold a decent amount of my equipment, like my wax melters, my jars, my wax itself, my screen printing machine. I'll probably eventually make shirts with vinyl. So The moon phase in itself is done via paint, but we'll see what I do in life. But yeah, if you want to grab a candle, I have the intention candles that are really, really good for helping you bring an intention and manifest in your life. Like, the amount of things that people have shared with me that have happened when they've worked with these candles is so incredible. Also because I Reiki charge them. So when you work with them, the Reiki energy is helping with your intention. And you can write more than one intention on the card. So there's crystals in that, and I use essential oils. So if you're somebody who gets headaches with candles, those candles, the intention ones, are the most minimal smell. Like, you barely will really smell it when you walk into your room. Like, if you light it in your room, you have to like leave and come back in, and you'll get like a hint of the essential oil. So I use lavender, bergamot, lemongrass, and gardenia. And then, so I do those 4 in the intention candles, and then the astrology candles I use fragrance in, as well as the ice drink candles, and those I only have 1 of each left. So if you've ever been curious about it and would like to work with the candles, I highly invite you to snag one. Certain things have already sold out. And yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know. And yeah, share it with your friends. Share it with anybody who really enjoys candles. On a different note, David, who's been a channel member with us, has been a member for 12 months. He has hit a year, and I just got a notification on that. So David, you're awesome. Congratulations. Thank you so much for your support. You are literally the best, and you're always so generous. Thank you so much for your donation right now. And on that note, let's get into some grounding energy. And let's get into some Reiki, guys. I'm just thinking of what. So the crystals I'm going to use tonight, I only have 3 next to me actually. And we're going to go with a hematite tonight to help with clearing, cleansing, etc. And then we're going to go with this red quartz. I love this candle. It doesn't translate well on camera, which oftentimes frustrates me. But I think it's like, it's so beautiful. Like, there's these quartz on the bottom, and then there's red quartz on the top. Like, so incredibly beautiful. This red quartz is really good when it comes to forward momentum and getting you to like move in a direction and giving you that motivation. So we're going to use those 2 crystals tonight. Hello, Ariel. Welcome. And yeah, I'm going to explain to you what Reiki healing is like while you guys get comfortable, and then we will move into our quick breath work, grounding exercise, and I will start sending you Reiki. So, you're allowed to receive this healing whether you are sitting up or laying down. I highly recommend laying down if you're able to. I think you'll be more comfortable and you'll notice more sensations possibly, but you can definitely stay sitting up. It works either way. Feel free to grab a blanket if you are somebody who gets cold or you just want to feel cozy. But as I'm sending you this Reiki healing and we're doing this meditation, you might feel energy in your hands, feet, other places in your body. You might feel waves of energy come over you. You might see shapes, you might see colors, you might feel cool sensations, warm sensations. You may have tingling. Tingling is pretty much the most common first thing that anyone ever feels. So it could be tingling in the hands, other places in your body, wherever the energy needs to go, it's going to go. What else? You might gulp hard, your stomach might gurgle. Oftentimes that happens more so with me as a practitioner than you as the person receiving, but I have had it happen with people. So I just want to give you the heads up in case your tummy starts talking to you. I've had people feel like they're traveling to different places. I've had that especially happen during an attunement, but it could also happen now. So just know, every single time you receive Reiki, it feels completely different. And the more often you receive it, it's like the more you start to feel. So you guys might have noticed you've been here for, like, David, you've been here with me for over a year, for sure. Lakeisha, you've been here with me for a few years. You guys notice probably that every time you're getting these Reiki sessions, like you feel differently each one. And hello, Lakeisha, glad you're here. I think what else? I think that might be everything I got. I think that's all my recaps, all the info about Reiki. I hope you're comfortable at this point. So I invite you to close your eyes. I'm going to start playing some music. Hopefully it won't be too distracting. And like I said, if my microphone goes out, guys, I am extremely sorry, but hopefully we can get through this without me losing it. Okay. Hopefully this is a good song. And if you haven't closed your eyes yet, I invite you to close your eyes, allowing your body to settle in this moment. Taking a deep breath in and just slowly exhaling. Let's take another deep breath in, and as you breathe in, hold your breath at the top. And then when you're ready, just slowly exhale, allowing your breath to really bring you into this present moment and slow you down. Let's do that again, taking a deep breath in, holding it at the top. Just slowly exhaling. And so I invite you to do one of my favorite exercises with me. And imagine roots growing out of the bottoms of your feet, as if you're a tree trunk. These are your roots. And see these roots moving down below you, through the floor in your home. If you're in an apartment, down all the different levels underneath you, all the way until it reaches the ground. And it moves through the different layers of rock and the earth, all the way until it finds the center of the earth. And at the center, these roots flowing from your feet connect into a turquoise and pink light that is pulsating at the center of the earth. As your roots connect in, they ground your energy fully, helping you to really feel here on earth, safe and supported and connected. Just take a moment to feel that connection strengthening. And then with your next inhale, invite this turquoise pink light to flow up through the roots, bringing this light into your body and moving it all the way up from your feet to the top of your head, moving into every single cell, muscle, limb, joints of your body. And once this light gets to the top of your head, it moves up through it, up through your ceiling, into the sky, into the atmosphere, fully into the cosmos, connecting you fully into the divine. Just take a moment to notice this energy flowing throughout your body, grounding you, connecting you. Helping you remember to have both the divinity within you as well as the physicalness that you are made of. So as this energy flows within you, it removes anything heavy or dense. It clears away what is no longer serving you. It helps you release, and it helps to remove all blocks. With each breath you take, allow yourself to release all negative energy, anything that you no longer need to carry. I just want you to know that right now, this is really a safe space. You are allowed to just feel any emotions that are coming up. You are allowed to gently and to the best extent that you can, allow any emotions that you've been storing, hiding, compartmentalizing, ignoring. Just allow them to gently and slowly flow up. Allowing yourself to just feel them to the extent that you're able to feel them right now. You don't need to move quickly. You don't need to rush through something. If you don't want to feel it yet, you can just acknowledge that it's there. But if you're able to, just allow this moment of pause be an opportunity to feel your emotions and just let them go, taking a moment to fully process them. Now I invite you to just ask yourself, what have I outgrown? What feels misaligned? What is blocking my next level of growth? Just allow whatever answer to come to the surface, welcoming in clarity for whichever question feels best. And I'll just repeat them again in case you need it. What have I outgrown? What feels misaligned? What is blocking my next level of growth? Now with this full moon energy, let's take a moment to celebrate ourselves. And just ask yourself, what have I accomplished, overcome, or learned since January that I haven't fully acknowledged and that equals my own definition of success? Now I invite you to see yourself standing at the start of a new chapter, feeling grounded, capable, and supported. And as you stand at this new chapter, just ask yourself, what foundation, routines, and what things or daily habits does your body need from you? And just see what comes up, welcoming in the motivation to take the step to move forward. I invite you to take a deep breath, inviting more motivation and clarity to fill your energy field, helping to assist you on your journey. And as you exhale, release the desire to force or control anything, letting go of the desire to be able to manipulate the outcome or really have a strong desire for a certain outcome. Releasing that and instead just being open to the direction in which you're called to go in, and allowing all of the little guidance that you receive to help bring you there. Take a moment and acknowledge your resilience, your strength, everything you are capable of. And just start to become aware of how you now feel. Start to become aware of your body. Gently wiggling your fingers and toes. Maybe taking a stretch. And then whenever you feel ready, you can slowly open your eyes, fully coming back to this present moment. If you are laying down, I do invite you to slowly sit up. You might feel a little bit lightheaded or floaty. That is very common after Reiki. And I do invite you to drink some water, as it will help you feel more grounded, and it will help you clear out and release anything that we just let go of during that session. If you ever want to have a private personal Reiki session with me, I do offer them 15-minute, 30-minute, and 16-minute. It's on my website. The link is in the description below. The session is literally the same. The difference is just the amount of time. So definitely feel free. And during the session, it would be like this. I would be on video. You don't have to necessarily get on video, only if you want to, but you would be talking to me live. So it is a live one-on-one Reiki session. And if there's a day or time that's not available because you live in another country and I have my schedule very limited, please just shoot me an email. I do have flexibility. I just keep my calendar limited because I don't want to get double booked throughout the workday. But I definitely can schedule something another day and time, even a weekend day. I can make something work. So definitely feel free. I'm going to read some stuff from the chat, but I don't want to take you guys out of the Reiki too much. Lakeisha and David, yeah, about the Reiki feeling different. Awesome. You're very welcome, David. I'm so glad it was helpful and needed. Jason, good morning, good morning. I'm so glad that all the candles arrived safely. Thank you for letting me know. Also, I wrote you a note about a Reiki session. So Jason, shoot me an email and we can get that scheduled. So hopefully you saw the note. I feel like sometimes when I ship out my candles, my notes get lost in the box. So yeah, so dig in the box if you still have it. Hello, Job out in California. Thank you for being here. Hello, Joshua. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate you. Yeah. I think that's all I got for you guys. Like I said, I don't want to talk too much. Okay, cool. As long as you saw it, Jason, whenever you have the time and want to shoot the email, I am here. So no rush on it. Just want to make sure that you saw it. So thank you. I will give you guys a heads up. I recorded a different style of video that I'm nervous about. And I'm hoping to get it up for you guys on Wednesday, ideally, if not maybe Thursday. So be on the lookout. I would love your feedback on it to see if you like it. But a lot of you guys weren't here in the beginning. I have definitely been rethinking, how do I evolve this channel, which I feel like is kind of plateaued. So I'm not going to get into it, but just know there will be a new style of video hopefully happening Wednesday or Thursday. We'll see if I like it. You're very, very welcome, Lakeisha. Okay. All right. Well, thank you guys all for joining. If you have any questions, I will give it like another minute because I know there's a delay between you and me. And if not, I hope you guys really enjoy this Capricorn full moon. I did put journal prompt questions in the description. So if you're somebody who likes to journal, definitely go ahead and check those out. I feel like they'll be really helpful. But also I'm a Capricorn sun with like 5 planets in Capricorn. So this energy is definitely fully impacting me. Whereas not always the case. You guys may not all feel the same way. But if you do, you know, this is the time to reflect and to feel. Okay, cool. Well, I think everybody's okay. If not, feel free to always put a question in the community chat, like in our community area in itself, and I will see it. I'm also going to start thinking of like how we can use that community area in other ways. I'm just not there yet, but eventually. But you guys are welcome to definitely share in there and hopefully connect with each other, because I know how awesome all of you are individually, and I feel like so many of you would get along with other people. So feel free. And yeah, I'll see you all on the next one, ideally. And I'm here in the meantime. Thank you, thank you. Happy full moon in Capricorn. Bye.